Welcome to Finding God in the Times of COVID. Today's January the 24th. Happy Sunday. In a series of Sundays here at the First Presbyterian Church, we're looking at some basic tenets of the Reformed faith. The first one last week was this question of who is God? And it's with humility that we even let those three words roll off our tongues to try to think about that question. Today we're looking at this question of who are we? And over the trajectory of not only the Christian tradition, but humanity and our wrestling with this question of what our relationship is with God, there have been myriad ways of understanding that. Specifically within the Christian tradition, there have been at least two things that have been staked out. One of those is this idea that fundamentally humans are flawed. It goes back to a doctrine that was developed original sin. Another way of looking at it would hold on to, with seriousness, the reflection that's in the first chapter of Genesis, where God, either with a host of angels or using the royal we or speaking within God's own self, the Trinity, God says, let us make humankind in our own image. The Latin word is Imago Dei. So today we'll look at this question of the Imago Dei. You can tune in at 10 o'clock Eastern time to have a look at it. One place we might go with this is a way that Thomas Keating articulates it here in chapter 12 of his book. And he's essentially trying to put the Christian spiritual journey into contemporary terms, like ones that make sense to us this day and age. I'll read a few things. The fundamental goodness of human nature, like the mystery of the Trinity, grace, and incarnation, is an essential element of Christian faith, the fundamental goodness of human nature. The basic core of goodness is capable of unlimited development, indeed of becoming transformed into Christ and deified. Second, our basic core of goodness is what he calls our true self. Its center of gravity is God. The acceptance of our basic goodness is a quantum leap in the spiritual journey. And third, God and our true self are not separate. Though we are not God, God and our true self are the same thing. So I've been thinking about this question of, we're not God, and yet God and our true self are the same thing. And maybe it's like so much flame that a candle gives off. Could it be that the flame is that divinity, that spark of the divine, as many Christians have thought of it? Which is God? And which takes up residence, which abides within each one of us. Imago Dei, the image of God in which we are all created. Blessings on your day.